What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to build and monetize your personal brand even if you have a small following or no following in particular. So this one is pretty jam-packed full of value, and I have no idea how long it's going to be going on for, but it's going to be big, so I really look forward to showing you all these strategies. So essentially this is something I like to call the This is something I like to call the KLTB process, and it stands for Know, Like, Trust, Buy. So this isn't something I came up with. It's actually from one of Russell Brunson's books. It may have been Expert Secrets or .com Secrets. I'm not entirely sure. It's probably Expert Secrets, to be fair. But essentially, this is like the entire process in which I'm basing my foundation around for building my personal brand and starting to monetize it. So I'm just going to basically start with the K, and K stands for know. So essentially, know is like what you think it would be. The audience has to know who you are, right? Know who you are. So there are a variety of ways that you can get to this process where people begin to find who you are, but it's mostly through the content you put out and how you market yourself. So this is like the entire basis around the personal brand, as without any content or without really getting yourself out there, you are unlikely to really grow or really experience like being able to monetize your personal brand. So essentially the know process can be, I like to think you can split it into three phases: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So these are like the main platforms in which I'd go about getting people to know me, and how pretty much everyone else around us is getting people to know them. So firstly, let's start with a Facebook group. I've actually went ahead and found one from this guy called Arnie Giske, and essentially Arnie has like one of the biggest entrepreneur communities on Facebook. It has, like, as you can see here, 72,000 members. Hell of a lot of people like in this, but he didn't get to this position overnight. Obviously, like, he's probably been building this for 2 or 3 years, and his whole personal brand has honestly like developed around this this group, and he's managed to make a living off of this group. So essentially the Facebook group is like probably the best way you can go about establishing yourself as an authority in your niche. So let's say you want to become a personal branding expert in entrepreneurship. As you can see here, I've got my own group, Alpha Entrepreneurs, but I'll put a link in the description, to be fair. Publishing a post right there, that's cool. But essentially, as I was saying, you want to find out what your personal brand is going to be around. So whether it's fitness, whether it's entrepreneurship, let's say for example it's entrepreneurship, you create some kind of entrepreneur group, just as I've done, just as Arnie's done, and like thousands of other people have already done, and you just like fill it with value. You tell people who you are, make a little intro video, and yeah, just like post daily, get out content, and starting to get people engaged with your content, as that's honestly how you're going to start growing. So now you can see here he's getting a lot of comments, and he's probably making 6 figures from this group, to be fair, through what he actually sells on this group. I believe he has a course and he has some software. So but that's something I'm going to get onto in the buy phase. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is YouTube. Now essentially this also comes under the know phase. So as you can see here, I've got my personal branding channel on YouTube. It's filled up with content. I started about a year ago. And yeah, guys, like, YouTube is insane. If you don't want to go on YouTube, like, I guess that's cool, but honestly, if you're not willing to put yourself out there, this isn't really going to work, because the entire basis of a personal brand is all about getting yourself out there and providing value to an audience. So YouTube is one of the massive ways to do this, and how a lot of people are honestly going about doing this. So there's YouTube, there's the Facebook group, and lastly is Instagram. So I'm sure everyone here watching this has an Instagram account, but you should really go ahead and make your own personal branding Instagram account. So as you can see here, this is my Instagram account. I've got all these story highlights here, a bit about me. I also have a bunch of these videos here, just explaining, like, just basically giving value, guys. Like, I'm keeping people's attention on Instagram, and I'm really establishing myself as an authority in this entrepreneurship niche. So like, just do something like that, post daily on your story, and just like keep giving, guys. The whole process of this is to like keep giving and keep providing value and not asking for anything, because if you ask for the sale too early, you are likely to start ruining your brand and just be seen as that guy who's purely after money, which isn't really what you want to be going for, because personal branding is like, it's very sustainable. And in 10-20 years, when Facebook and Instagram are no longer a thing, your personal brand will still be around, because people are going to follow you regardless if you manage to keep their attention. So huge golden nugget there, guys. Hope you found that cool. So yeah, guys, we have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Get on those platforms. The second phase of the KLTB process is the like phase. Now, essentially, the like phase is as what it says on the tin, I guess. Getting people to like you. Getting people to like you. Now, this can come in a variety of ways, but I think I've pretty much boiled it down to one thing, and that's to not be boring. Now, no doubt I probably haven't mastered this yet, whether you find these videos boring or not. Hopefully not, but if you were to look back at my very first videos, which I was posting like a year ago, let's go back to oldest. Genuinely, guys, go back in my channel and watch some of these starting videos and you will see how boring I was. My voice is like so bland. I literally had no change in tone, no enthusiasm at all. And like, I'll probably look back at the videos I'm doing now in like a year's time and say like, shit, was I so boring back then? I really should have realized that. Probably, yeah, no doubt. But it's all just a big learning phase, guys. And honestly, if you can learn from my mistakes, what I was doing back here, you'll cut your learning curve like massively down. So yeah, guys, don't be boring. Get out your content, show enthusiasm. I'm quite an enthusiastic guy. I mean, I'm trying to come across that way at least, so hopefully it is working. But that's all like the like process. And the second phase of the like process, I'll just write it in here, is don't ask for anything. Now, what I mean by this is don't ask for the sale, don't ask for people to buy your shit from you. Like, just sort of let it happen through the content that you post. So I was actually listening to a podcast in which Iman Gadzi was talking about how he gets people to sign up for his affiliate offers. Now, he says he makes about 5 or 6 grand per month just through his affiliate offers, which he doesn't really like go out and promote. He doesn't have these story ads and whatnot saying swipe up to get this offer, swipe up to claim this, or any ads like that. He literally just puts links in the descriptions of his videos. And I'll go into this in the buy process, but he has an insane value stack for his affiliate offers. So essentially, like, whether or not you want to go about and actually promote yourself, or you just want to sort of let people come to you, it's sort of your choice. However, basically the process I'm going behind, and I've made a fair bit from affiliate marketing, is just to essentially leave the links in the descriptions and provide like an incentive for people to buy off you. So as you can see here, I've got an Ollie Chapman course review. In that, in the description of this video, I've got a link to his course with an offer there, a bonus offer. So it just gives people some incentive to buy his course through my link, and I've had some people buy. And yeah, guys, like, that's how I'm going about doing it, through the like phase. So I'm not asking for anything. I'm just sort of letting my content craft people and move them in the direction I want them to go. So the next phase of the KLT process is the trust phase. Now, honestly, guys, the trust phase takes time. It's not something that you're just going to gain overnight, obviously, because like trust is going to come from your content, who you are, how you speak to people. Because like, think of it this way: if someone just asks you a question and you go straight in for some sort of pitch or some sort of sale of your service or your product or whatever, like, they're unlikely to trust you in the long run, because they'll just see you as a salesman. They'll see you as someone that basically just wants them for money. They won't. But like, you have to see people as actual human beings, guys, because every single one of the people that follow you on Instagram, every single one of your subscribers on YouTube, so even if you've only got like 200 odd subscribers like I do, each one of these subscribers, is a person, and they have money to buy from you, but they need your trust first. They need to know that you are in it to help people. Like, you're in it for the long game. You're not just there to make a quick buck from them. So that's basically the trust process, and you can go about this in a few different ways. A few things you can do are testimonials. So whenever you help someone out, in fact I'll just show you here, whenever you help someone out, ask them to give you a little testimonial. So here I helped someone with their cold calling and their meeting scripts and stuff like that for social media marketing, and they managed to close their first client, and then she gave me a bit of feedback on that after that. I have a few more people here. Thanks for the advice and whatnot. Message me if you want a free call. Thanks for the advice. That call was really in depth. Yeah, guys, like that's how you go about doing it. You know, you just gotta provide lots of value, build up trust with your audience, and just make them see you as an authority in your niche and someone that actually cares about what they believe in. So that's the trust process. Now, finally, the buy process. This is the most interesting by far, definitely, but it potentially may take some time. Not a lot of time, but you know what I mean. So where shall I start? So yeah, guys, like as I was talking about earlier, I said, in fact, let's start over here. As I was talking about earlier, I said you have your audience here, right? Now you can see my stick man. That represents the audience, right? You want the stick man to move towards, or not the stick man, you want your audience to move towards your content, right? So we have the content here, which is the Instagram videos, which is the YouTube videos, which is the Facebook group, and you want to like retain them here for a long time. So you want to keep putting out content over and over and over again. Hope you're loving the diagram, guys. It's pretty cool. Then you want to move them to some kind of free offer. Now you're probably wondering why a free offer, but it's sort of just to like qualify people to a sense. You have some kind of free guide or free downloadable, and your goal is to sort of capture the email and capture the attention and like provide more value, because once you've got that email, you can go ahead and remarket again and again and again and again. And also, guys, if you put a lot of value into this free guide or something like that, with that free offer, people are likely going to come back. They're likely going to buy your shit in future. And like it's basically just a kind of like value stacking ebooks, like a free guide, something like that. You see quite a few people doing it. So we have the free guide here. Just write guide like that. And then after that free guide, we move on to a low ticket offer. I'd probably just call it an LTO, low ticket offer, or some kind of like upsell for that guide. So it could just be like an $8 ebook. It could be like I don't know where you're from. It could be like a £15 ebook, a £17 small mini course thing, like something where you're qualifying people as buyers. And then after that, you keep moving up. You go upsell, the main offer, I'll just put MO, main offer, etc, etc, etc. And that's essentially how Russell Brunson goes about teaching it in .com Secrets, and that's how a lot of people are going about selling their stuff on the internet. And along with this low ticket offer, you can go ahead, I mean, even here, once you've collected the email, you can go ahead and market affiliate offers. You can market your main offer there through the email marketing, and obviously like this is a big cycle as well. I'm sorry, this is an actual terrible diagram, probably the worst you've ever seen, but you know, you kind of get my whole idea around this. So yeah, guys, like you want this to be some kind of irresistible offer. You want to make it really good, so put a lot of value into it and really like, yeah, guys, you know what I mean. Like, you want people to download it. If they don't think it's very valuable, they'll just leave the page, right? So that's kind of the entire buy process, how I like to think of it. But let's say you don't have your own offer, you don't have an ebook, you don't really want to make anything like that. You can go ahead and do what I'm talking about over here, and that's a value stacking and affiliate offer. So essentially what I mean by this is, you can see here I have a get response free trial plus my bonuses. Now people click on this, yeah, it's my affiliate link and it goes to a 30-day free trial. But also if they sign up for get response here, and get response is like the tool that I use for all my social media marketing and all my personal branding stuff. I'll just show you a bit around it in a minute. But like essentially you have here a link to my affiliate link for get response and a 30-day free trial, which I've secured you. And below here you've got all my bonuses. So essentially when someone signs up here, they'll go ahead and email me and let me know that they've signed up here, and then I will send them these bonuses for signing up. And it's just like an incentive, because if you have no real incentive and you haven't really built much of a like rapport with your audience yet, you haven't really put out much content and whatnot, they're unlikely to click that link and buy directly from your affiliate link, because they're going to know it's your affiliate link, right? They'll probably just go type in get response online or find someone else who has better offers and whatnot. So essentially, if you just stack these offers underneath that as like the incentive to buy there. So as you can see here, I've got my personal branding playbook, clients without calling guide, and the meeting crusher guide, guys. Like, that's insane value, and all you've got to do is sign up for a free trial for Get Response through this button here. Like, if you gave someone the option to sign up for Get Response normally and get nothing, or they get all these guides, they're likely going to come here, like, if they're sane and if they're rational, you know. So that's essentially the whole process behind that. And you can actually build this in Get Response. It's not really too difficult, guys. Like, yeah, like that's how it works, guys. And essentially in Get Response, whether I'm going to go into it or not, fuck it, yeah. And in Get Response, as I was saying, guys, like, you have all these different landing pages which you can use and you can build upon in order to create your own offers. So let's say you were to have a fitness client, you could actually go ahead here, use one of these fitness templates, these landing page things. You can edit it with all your clients' information, and then you can use that, guys. Like, a lot of people recommend Clickfunnels, and Clickfunnels is amazing, don't get me wrong. I've used it before, I love it. But like, this is half the price and you can do so much more in Get Response. So like, honestly, I just like, why bother with Clickfunnels when you can just use this? Essentially what I mean. Because in this you've also got the CRM, you've also got the autoresponders and stuff like that, and all the email marketing aspects, which in Clickfunnels you have to pay, I think it's like $297 per month just to access, and like, that's fucking crazy. Like, who wants to pay that, really, unless you are making bank on the internet? But like, this for me is £32 per month. So honestly, you know where you're gonna go if you want to keep your costs to a minimum, guys. So yeah, guys, like, that's Get Response. As you can see just here, quite easy to make pages. We've got the PayPal button, we've got social media. It's pretty much the same as Clickfunnels, but like, you can do more and it's cheaper. So like, yeah, why not? So yeah, guys, that is pretty much everything. Canva is what I use to like make all these little ebook cover things down here. You essentially just go on to book cover and you can make that there. So I hope you found that video helpful, guys. I'll actually leave a link to this bonus page in the description below if you wanted to check out Get Response, because it's pretty great. And yeah, guys, like, check that out. Hope you found that video helpful. Be sure to subscribe, like, and drop a comment below if you found any value from this video, and I will see you soon, guys.